Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Wednesday only here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Want to welcome you to the March 6th, 2024 Vinyl Treasure Show. Glad you can join Johnny G on the All 60s edition of the one of the three shows that I do. This is my All 60s show. I feature original 45's out of my collection from 9 p.m. to midnight tonight on this terrible rainy evening here. Actually, light rain. It says 48 degrees and light rain where Johnny G is broadcasting here in Westchester County. And we opened up tonight with saxophonist Curtis Ousley. If you know who that is. Originally, he was from Fort Worth, Texas, but relocated to New York City beginning as a session musician in the early 1950s. Of course, he's better known as King Curtis. So many great records and so many records that he played on in the 1950s and in the 1960s. He continued to record into early 1970 until his untimely death. And this was his 13th of 26 on the Atco label. Of course, a cover tune originally done back in 1962 on the Stax label by Booker T and the MGs. This was from June 67. King Curtis doesn't say anything else on the label there on Atco Records with Green Onions. I hate green onions. I like cooked onions. Yes, I do. Well, enough of my babbling here. Let's open up here the vocal portion with this singer from Winterville, Mississippi. And I recently played his very first record, his debut single, I think I set last Saturday night on the Mercury label. From, I think, 1960. It was called I Got a Girl. But he signed with OK Records in 1962. He would have 18 releases on the OK record label. And through 1968. Now, this is the B-side to his fourth release. If you're familiar with the tune that was the name of the song, the A-side, but this is the B-side, a song he co-wrote. This actually charted number 7 on WEBB in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go to December of 1963. We open the vocal portion with Major Lance on the OK record label, and it's what you hear every Wednesday night right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. It's called Sweet Music.
Why do my heart skips a beat? What makes the soul come out of me? Somebody's really gotta tell me what makes this music sound so sweet. Sweet music, sweet music. What puts the rhythm all in my feet? They start to pat with every beat. It's a strange, strange feeling, but it's real. It gives me such a great big thrill. Could it be the beat of the drum? Could it be the horn, the charm, the end of the time they operate? They really put the rhythm up today. I've got to really know why. Some of the music bring tears to my eye. The motion really sparks a flame in my soul. Like love through music, it won't go. Sweet music. Listen to the music. Mellow, mellow music. Whatever ain't losing to my mellow music. Give me my music.
That's the sound of Major Lance to open up the vocal portion of the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's a B-side to song entitled Sweet Music there, December 63 release on the OK record label. Now, he would manage his own record label in the 1970s, Oh Serious. I think it was called Oh Serious Records. That was in 1975. And he did jail time, too, between 1978 and 81 for selling cocaine, unfortunately. He died in his sleep on September 3rd of 1994 at the age of 55 from heart disease. But, of course, we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. If you're new to the program here, you're just finding out about the show, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell to get notifications. Tell your friends about it. But we're here also on Oldies and More Radio. I'll be entering the chat room momentarily here. But let's go to Los Angeles, California for this female duo. They are Terry and Marcia, really Terry and Marcia McMurray, with a song they wrote. This is arranged by James Carmichael. He was also the A&R man for this label called Champ Records from November 65. Let's give a listen to Terry and Marcia. The song is called It's a Possibility.
Someone to love me.
Well, is it a possibility that I'm featuring all original vinyl tonight? Yes. Is it a possibility that I have every record that was released? A highly absolutely unlikely. I wish I did have everything that everybody requests, but unfortunately I don't. But I have a lot of things, not everything, but there you go. November 65 release. That's Terry and Marcia McMurray. That's on the Champ record label out of Los Angeles, California. It's a Possibility is the name of the tune. It's a possibility that Johnny G's leg is getting better too. Of course, I have not gone to the therapist yet, but I do have to go to the eye doctor because I have problems with my eyes. But let's continue here and fill a request for listener Edmund Williams in our UK I wish, in our YouTube chat room, as this singer first sang with a vocal group called the Juniors back in the 1956. He would go on to have a solo career, but I think beginning in 1962. I think I have his first record on the Clown label. It was some kind of twist record that he did. But in 1966, he signed with Smash Records. Now, Edmond requested his first release on Smash. He had 4, and it's a song he co-wrote. This charted number 35 on Cashbox, number 31 on Billboard, number 16 on the Billboard R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were listening here in New York City to WWRL, a big number 1 record there. Let's go to November of 1966. Send it out to Edmund Williams. This is Jimmy Castor on the Smash label. It's called Hey Leroy, Your Mama's Calling You, for Edmund.
Hey, Leroy, your mama calling you, man.
As by request for Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room, that's the sound of Jimmy Castor. That was his hit, his first of 4 on the Smash record label from November 66. Hey Leroy, Your Mama's Calling You, of course. I think he performed that on American Bandstand. There is a clip somewhere of him doing that on American Bandstand. He would experience his biggest hit. That was in 1972 for the RCA record label, a song called Troglodyte. If you know, I remember that tune. I have that 45. I bought it when it came out. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening, spinning original vinyl 45s here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. If you like what Johnny G is doing, please give me a thumbs up as we continue here for this duet that really began recording back in the 1950s for the Philadelphia-based Swan record label. Big hits in the late 50s for Lottie Da and Lucky Ladybug, but they were Billy Ford, and he was originally from Bloomfield, New Jersey, and Lily Bryant, she was up in Newburgh, New York, not far from where Johnny G is. It actually is about an hour and 20 minutes up the line, though, and the thing about these two is there was a marked age difference in the two. I think it was 15 years between the two, because Billy Ford, he was recording, in the late 1940s, I think, and she was a young teenager, and they had big hits. Dick Clark would push those Swan records on his American Bandstand, but they went on to record into the 1960s, and here is their second release on the Cameo label. They have two, a tune written by Tom DeCillis. Tom DeCillis wrote this tune October 1966. Here are Billy and Lily in the 1960s now, 1966, on Cameo Records. It's called You Got Me by the Heart. Whoops. Wrong one.
Ooh, baby, you got me by the heart. Ooh, baby, you're tearing it apart. The little things that you're doing are upsetting my soul. The things you say are much sweeter, and I'm ready to fall. Underneath your spell, baby, I can tell. Ooh, baby, you got me by the heart. Ooh, baby, you grabbed me from the start. And now I can't get away from your embraceable arms. I find I just can't resist your irresistible charm. No escaping you, nothing I can do. Ooh, baby, you got me by the heart. Ooh, baby, you really hit me hard. So hard I can't shake you, baby, and you know how I tried. You know I can't get along without you here by my side. You're a part of me, and baby, can't you see? Ooh, baby, you got me by the heart. So hard I can't shake you, baby, and you know how I tried. You know I can't get along without you here by my side. And you're a part of me, and baby, can't you see? Ooh, baby, you got me by the heart. Ooh, baby, you got me by the heart.
There you go. That's Billy and Lily. Billy and Lily of Lottie Da fame and Lucky Ladybug fame and other records they do on the Swan record label. But that one there's on the Cameo record label, October 66. That's their second release on the Cameo label, You Got Me by the Heart. That is Billy and Lily. Well, you got Johnny G here every Wednesday right here on Oldies and More Radio. Let's continue here for this next singer. He's from Toledo, Ohio. He had this lone release on Mike Hank's Wheel City record label as we head up to Detroit, Michigan. His name is Ruben Tuty Jackson, and two other members of his group were Sam Mickles, he was the guitar player, and Eli Garner, the bass player. This is produced by Johnny Gibson. It's a song he co-wrote. This is from 1967. Ruben Tuty Jackson on the Wheel City record label. The song is called Come Home. Messing up tonight.
My love, come home. I'm so all alone. Come on, baby. Yeah, please, come on. I'm on bended knee, begging, baby, please come on, baby, yeah, please.
There you go. I think that's earlier, Charlie. I don't know where you saw 1967. I agree with Reed. Maybe more like at least 65 there. There's a Capital, how about a Columbia custom press there for Ruben Tuty Jackson. I have to say 1965 maybe, with Gals in the background there. Come Home is the name of the tune. It's on the Wheel City record label. I don't know where I picked that up, that record. I just thought it sounded pretty cool. Got to say hello to Jimmy Amato. Jimmy, see, sometimes I miss the chatter. I missed it last Saturday night. Jimmy had some surgery. Jimmy, I hope you are recovering okay. You'll be in the chat room Saturday night. That would be good. And thank you for coming into the YouTube chat. Let's continue here for this group out of New York City. They first recorded for Joe Davis's Beacon label. That was back in 1963 with their very next release, which came out in 1964 for the RCA subsidiary Groove record label, and that's the record I'm playing. This group included Melvin Riley, John Flores, Barbara Reeves, a sometime lead singer, because sometimes she would, I think she's actually leading on the flip side, and also the male lead, Leroy Bronson, who wrote this tune. He is the male lead on this. This is arranged by Sammy Lowe. That made me buy the record when I saw it in the box, although I probably got this from Doug Hanners, if I'm not mistaken, on a set sale. But this is from December 64. Let's give a listen to the Pageants. The Pageants on the Groove label. It's called She Is Your Girl. The Pageants.
Every time I pass her on the street, she makes my little heart skip a beat. Oh, gonna make my life complete. She is your girl. Oh, there's music in her voice. Oh, well, much it makes my heart rejoice. Oh, my love, she's my very first choice. She is your girl. Yeah! Don't you dare treat her bad. Don't you ever make her sad. 'Cause I'm telling you, buddy, that if you make her unhappy, I'm gonna say my sweet words, then she'll be my girl. Oh, she's the one that sets my soul on fire. She has me burning with her fame and desire. Her kisses I'll never tire. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. But
Jazz, December 1964 release there for the Pageants. The Pageants on the Groove record label. She Is Your Girl is the name of the tune. That is with Leroy Bronson. He's on lead. That they would have one more release which came out on the parent label, on the RCA record label. I have featured it here on the program. Let's continue here, and we make our first trip to the UK for this gal. She is from East Ham, London. So Tony Crosby, where is East Ham, London? I don't know my way around London. I would get lost. Barbara's been to London before. She's been there with her ex many, many years ago, of course. But this gal, she released a number of 45s over in the UK, but not many here in the States. Her first was in 65 for ABC Paramount Records, and she did two for the Scepter record label. Now, this is the B-side to her second, a song that she wrote. Let's go to January of 1966. Let's give a listen to Barbara Ruskin. Barbara Ruskin on the Scepter record label. It's called Wishing Your Life Away.
Wishing your life away, wishing your life away. Oh, it's a waste of time to dream of his return. He's gone away forever, but you'll never learn. So why not give up hoping? Don't spend the whole day moping and wishing your life away, wishing your life away. Oh, can you see it's crazy for a girl like you to sit around all day for someone so untrue? I can't see why you love him. He's just too good for nothing to me. Oh yeah, but in that heart of yours, he can do no wrong. He's something so wonderful that will always belong to you forever and a day. Well, okay, but you're just wishing your life away, wishing your life away. I tell you as a friend that you'll forget him soon if you get around and don't stick in that room. Wishing your life away, wishing your life away. Oh, you're just wishing your life away. Oh, yo, baby, you don't know what you're doing. 'Cause, baby, it'll be your ruin. Yeah, you're just wishing.
January 66 release there for Barbara Ruskin. She's out of the UK. It's on the Scepter record label. Wishing Your Life Away is really, we don't want to do that. No, we do not. That she's out of the UK. How about her filling a request for a listener in the UK, and that be Tony Crosby in our YouTube chat room. Now, this singer, he was a member of the 1950s group The Q's. They backed up a lot of R&B singers, and they had their own releases also in the 1950s. As at the same time, he had some solo releases. First in 1954, he also sang in 1960. He also recorded for George Goldner's End label in 1961 as Johnny Dollar, and in 1964 for the Cap label as J.B. Love. Now, with this release that Tony requested, he's using his real name, and his real name is Jimmy Breedlove, and this is on Morris Levy's Roulette record label, and this was a last-second request at 3 a.m. in the morning by Tony Crosby. This tune first recorded by Paul Anka, did it in July of no, wait a minute. How could that be, Charlene? Paul Anka did it in July. Wait, Paul Anka did it in July 66. This is in May 66. So that doesn't really make any sense. But anyway, this charted number 14 on KAYC in Beaumont, Texas. Who's the writers on here? Artie, Jet Lauren. I have to check to see. But Paul Anka recorded this also. That's what it should say. May 1968. This is for Tony Crosby. Jimmy Breedlove on the Roulette record label. It's called I Can't Help Lovin' You for Tony. There you go. That's going out to Tony Crosby in the UK. Tony's in our YouTube chat room. That's Jimmy Breedlove from May 68. I can't see. My eyes are like, they tear up and everything is blurry. That's what's happening. Jimmy Breedlove there on the Roulette record label. I Can't Help Loving You is the name of the tune. Of course, Paul Anka did it first, of course, in July of 66. And I have so many Paul Ankas on RCA, except his big Northern record. I don't have that one. If that's it, then I don't have it. But if that's on a big Northern record for Anka, then I do have it. But Tony, you requested it. If I didn't have it, then I don't. If I didn't play it for you, I don't have it. I don't have everything. Same thing with a record that Mark Speck requested. I didn't have it, but Dave the Rave had it. I didn't have it. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show and fill a request here for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room, and he wants to send this tune out as we go to Philadelphia now to Bob Bosco, Frank Cassie, and Ronnie Sherman. And this song was originally recorded by Dee Dee Sharp on the Cameo label back in 1965. as this group out of Philadelphia recorded for the Arctic label. Initially, they had releases on Atlantic Records, though, but this is their first of 4 on the Arctic label as we go to December of 1968 for this release, written by Jimmy Bishop and Kenny Gamble. I think Jimmy Bishop owned the label. We all know Kenny Gamble. This charted number 5 if you were listening on WIBG in Philadelphia. So let's send it out. It's by request for Frank Chingaro, going out to Ronnie Sherman, Frank Cassie, and Bob Bosco. The sound of the Ambassadors. The Ambassadors on the Arctic label and their rendition of the tune, I Really Love You. The Ambassadors.
I really, really love you.
Used to not having you to take out on a date. Oh, baby, sugar, sugar, would you tell me where I made my mistake? Oh, baby, I really love you, baby.
There you go. That's by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. And he wants to send that Ambassadors tune out to Bob Bosco, Frank Cassie, and Ronnie Sherman. December 68 release. That's their first of 4 on the Arctic label. A cover of the Dee Dee Sharp tune, I Really Love You. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. This gal from Beaumont, Texas, made her debut in 1962 for the Eric label, and she wrote many of her songs. Did she write this one? No. Yes, she did. And she also played the guitar left-handed. I played a request, was it last week? I played some of her releases, but she signed with the Philadelphia-based Jamie label in 62. She had 15 releases on Jamie. This is not on the Jamie label. This is on Huey Moe's Tribe label, which is out of Houston, Texas. And Warren requested her third of 4 on the label. Her name, Barbara Lynn Ozen. Barbara Lynn Ozen, but she shortened it to Barbara Lynn, and she wrote this tune. It's produced by Huey Moe, arranged by Leo O'Neill. We go to February of 1967. This is for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. Barbara Lynn on Tribe. It's called Club A Go-Go.
I told you I got to get to stepping, baby, and I can't be too late. Cause if I do, I know they're gonna lose their cool. So honey, meet me on down to Shorty's Club. To Shorty's Club. Meet me on down to Shorty's Club. It's the Club A Go-Go, babe, and everybody knows, babe, it's the place where you meet, and we'll give you a treat. So don't be late, you better get your day and make it on down, oh yeah, to Club A Go-Go, oh yeah, to Club A Go-Go. You snap your fingers, you feel it doggone that alone. You shake that thing, baby, you do the skate until dawn. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Meet me on down to Club A Go-Go, babe. You gotta have soul. Gotta have soul, babe. You gotta dig, rock and roll. Oh, you got to have soul. Yeah, 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 yeah.
As Miss Barbara Lynn here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's her third of four on the Tribe label. Club A Go-Go from February 1960, 1967. Of course, she had other releases on the Atlantic record label that I have a lot of her releases there. Also on Jetstream Records, too. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening, spinning my 45's. And if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel as we continue here. And up next, a singer, songwriter, and producer and label owner born in Macon, Georgia, but he moved to Cleveland, Ohio, first recording back in 1960 for the Duke record label. He would then have one on the Ascot label before he created his own label. And he named his label his last name spelled backwards. Well, his name is Cleveland Robinson, but how do you pronounce this? You pronounce it Nosnibor. Nosnibor. I guess that's how you would pronounce it. It's kind of odd to do that, but that's what he did. But he had 14 releases on his label, and this is his seventh, and it's a cover song. This was first recorded by Nat King Cole back in 1963. This version came out in December of 69. His name is Cleveland Robinson. Cleveland Robinson on the Nosnibor record label. It's called Mr. Wishing Well.
I was standing by the wishing well, feeling all alone and blue, yeah. I dropped a penny in the wishing well, wishing for a dream come true. Now don't you know it, down with the penny right next to all the many others that lovers had thrown. Yeah. Now won't you help me, Mr. Wishing Well? Is it too much that I ask? Just a penny's worth of happiness. Is
is that far too great a task. Please send me a bundle full of paradise. Just make her wonderful and very nice. I'm depending on you to make my wish come true. Standing by the wishing well, feeling all alone and blue. I dropped a penny in the wishing well, baby, wishing for a love come true. Please send me a bundle full of paradise. Just make her wonderful and very nice. How I'm depending on you to make my wish come true. Just make my wish come on true now. You know that I'm depending on you. Please send me someone good and true.
Whoops, that's December 1969 release there for Cleveland Robinson. That's his 7th release on the Nos Nabor record label. That's his label. He's got a lot of records on that label too, some very expensive also. I have a number of them, but not the real expensive ones that are everybody's looking for. But that's Mr. Wishing Well, and I bought that from Dave's old friend, Parker Records. I bought from Parker a little bit, had a website and whatnot, and I spoke to him a couple times. He sold me some records sometimes. That was one of them a long, long time ago. Let's continue here. Fill a request from Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room as we go to Jersey City, New Jersey. This group signed with Columbia Records, had 4 releases on the label. Let's give a listen to their 4th release, produced and arranged by Van McCoy. That means Tony Crosby will like this record too. It features Robert Shivers on lead. This bubbled under. It's a shame. This record should have done better. All their records should have done better. I don't know what happened with Columbia promoting it or whatever, their 45's, but this bubbled under at number 100. It was number 8 record on KATZ if you were listening in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's go to September of 1966. This is going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. These are the Spellbinders. Spellbinders on Columbia. It's called Help Me, parentheses, Get Myself Back Together Again.
A broken heart is all I have to show for the girl I love so much before. Love made me blind and I couldn't see that she was only fooling me. Yes, she broke my heart and caused me pain.
That's Barak West from Mark Speck there, the sound of the Spellbinders. Robert Shivers on lead. That's their fourth release on the Columbia record label, September 66 release. Help Me, parentheses, get myself back together again. Johnny G, hopefully bringing back memories to you, those of you tuned in here to the Vinyl Treasure Show on Oldies and More Radio, also on YouTube as we continue here. We fill a request for young collector Ivon Blatt, and when Tony Williams left the Platters, he was replaced. It was in 1960 with this singer from Cleveland, Ohio named Sonny Turner. Now, the group would sign with Musicor Records in 1966. Now, this new Platters group included two original members, that being Herb Reed and David Lynch. They remained with the group. They added a Flamingo member, that would be Nate Nelson, and a female to replace Zola Taylor. Now, that gal's name was Sandra Dawn, and ever requested the group's first release on the Musicor record label, their first of 12. I always like this tune. It features Sonny Turner on lead. This charted number 35 on Cashbox, number 31 on Billboard, number 6 on the Billboard R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned in to WWIM in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go to March of 1966 for Ivon Blatt, the Platters on Musicor. It's called I Love You 1,000 Times.
Love you, baby, 1,000 times. Remember love notes the teacher found in school. The whole class laughing. Gee, I felt just like a fool. Here comes a very funny, funny line. I had to write 1,000 times that I love. From then until this very same day, I still feel the same old way. 'Cause I love you, love you. Love you, I love you. Girl, I love you, I love you. Love you, I love you. Love you, I love you. 1,000 times. Oh, I love you, baby. You know
as by request for Ivon Blatt. They like that record there in the YouTube chat room. That is Sonny Turner. Sonny Turner on lead. The Platters there, that's their first release on the Musicor record label, I Love You 1,000 Times. That's from March of 1966. Really, the only thing wrong with that record is it's styrene. Lots of times when I find that record, and I didn't pay for that record, I find this record in the wild, or at least I did when I was younger in high school, going around looking for records. I'd find this record all the time, but most of the time it was beat up. They didn't take care of their records, but I went through a whole bunch of them that I have multiple copies of, and I found one that plays somewhat decent. But, if you have a new one that's been taken care of, then you're okay. But that's a great record, Sonny Turner and the Platters. I saw them perform here in Westchester in the Music City here in the local town. Barbara actually took me there for my birthday. It was like an oldie show. I forget who does it. Dave the Rave knows who does the shows here on the East Coast. I get their pamphlets and whatnot. But I don't go to many of the shows. But it was a Saturday night, and I think I didn't do my show that night, but she took me out for my birthday. It's been a while though. But anyway, Johnny G babbles on. Let's continue here. Let's go back to England. Let's go to Liverpool, England now. But then she moved to Australia. She was originally born in Liverpool, but she moved to Australia at age 5. She was discovered at age 14 working as a hairdresser, and she became a Australian pop singer. Her first release was on the Epic label in 1967. She had another one in 68 on ABC Records, and she did 2 on Ernie Freeman and Sid Talmadge's and Guy Ward's Silver Cloud Records out of Los Angeles, California. This is her second, a Jerry Goff and Carole King pen tune that Charlene says was first recorded by Petula Clark in 1966. It was a cut on her LP called I Couldn't Live Without You. It came out on the Warner Brothers record label, but this is from November of 68, and her name is Lyn Randell. Lyn Randell on the SC Silver Cloud record label, and her rendition of the tune, It Wasn't You.
All your gypsy friends have gone away now. Away now. It's for someone else they sing their song. You said it.
Her name is Lyn Randell. Lyn Randell, November 68. That's on the SC record label, Silver Cloud Records. That's out of Los Angeles, California. It Wasn't You is the name of the tune, but it was you. Let's flip over that. You're talking about, I know it's not the flip side that Tony Crosby requested, but the flip side, I like the flip side of the Platters record, okay, with Sonny Turner on lead. Let's flip over I Love You 1,000 Times. It's, Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil, and wait, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. This is the Platters. This is a good record, I say. Tell me what you think. The Platters, B-side.
See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Let no one tell you that I've been untrue. Don't say we're through, baby. Don't break my heart in two. Sometimes the things you see ain't what they seem to be. So baby, don't you hear, don't you speak, don't you see no evil, don't you hear, don't you speak, don't you see no evil, trust me. Cover your ears to the lies about me. Don't say you believe them, baby. I love only you. Just close your eyes to all their dirty lies. And baby, don't you hear, don't you speak, don't you see no evil, don't you hear, don't you speak, don't you see no evil, trust me. Now just because of one monkey heard I didn't love you, the second one swears that it's true. The third one said he saw me walking and a talking, flirting with somebody new. Well, let them talk if they want to. It don't mean a thing. And I swear I love you, baby. You're my everything. Just have a little faith in me. How happy we will be. So baby, don't you hear, don't you speak, don't you see no evil, don't you hear, don't you speak, don't you see no evil, baby. Don't you speak, don't you see no evil. Don't believe what they're saying now.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That's the B-side of Evan's request by the Platters. I Love You 1,000 Times. That's a Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil, See No Evil. March 66, the B-side to the Platters with Sonny Turner on lead. Yes, he was the lead singer of the Metrotones, which I have featured on my 1957 Relic Survey. That'll be tomorrow on YouTube beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Join me for that. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo. He's listening in Mexico. He's in our YouTube chat room as we go to Jamaica for this next singer. The lead singer, his real name is Desmond Dacres. Did I say that right? Reed? Desmond Dacres, or Dacres. Dacres, a.k.a. I like it better, his alias Desmond Decker. And this is the group's debut single in the States, here in the United States. And this was there was a song, well, I should say the flip side of this. Their debut single was called Israelites, which was a top 10 national hit for the group. And my aunt bought this record, but not for the Israelite side. She bought it for this side. And this is the B-side, written by the lead singer. And this is their first of 3 on the Uni label. And by request for Adrian from March 69, Desmond Decker and the Aces on the Uni label. It's called My Precious World, parentheses, the Man for Adrian. That's a by request for Adrian in our YouTube chat room. Can't you tell? I like that record. I told you, this is really the only time I get to enjoy. I'm playing guitar and playing the drums. There you go. Desmond Decker and the Aces. That's the B-side to their first release on the Uni label, My Precious World, parentheses, The Man. That's March 1969. Well, you see what happened was my aunt used to, well, let's say, just say her that her her boyfriend, her acquaintance, he owned a bar in town. It was called the Tea for Two. And the jukebox guy would come in. His name was Seymour, and he would put records in the jukebox. And he said to her, he said, Mary, he said, all the jukeboxes set up, because there was a reject button under the under the bar table there, or the you know, where you sit down. And he said they're all going to play consecutively. Every record in the in the jukebox is going to play. So if you don't like it, you can just press the button and it'll reject. It'll go to the flip side. They're all programmed in there. I pressed them all. So that's how she heard a lot of the flip sides. And she always played her flip sides in all the records she bought in the 1950s. And her first record was Earth Angel on a 78. So just think of it. Her first record was Earth Angel on a 78. She was buying BG records on the Staying Alive 45's. So that's the span of music that she listened to. And again, it was more soul related, okay? And she did have her teen idol favorites, and Ricky Nelson was her teen idol favorite. But I think of my aunt when I hear that record, because she was the one that introduced me to that song. Anyway, there you go for Adrian. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go to Boston, Massachusetts for this next 45. It appears to be the group's only release on a label owned by Boston disc jockey Skippy White. Anybody out there ever hear of Boston DJ Skippy White? This is a label he named after the Boston station WILD. It was called Wild Records. And he also produced this. The writer on this is James Washington. Maybe he's the lead. He wrote both sides of this 45. This is from 1966. The Precisions on the Wild label. It's called What Would You Do? The Precisions.
What would you do now? Yes, if your baby told you you and her were through, what would you do now? And she said, Daddy, I got someone new. Well, would you fall and cry? Or would you still hold your head up high? Or would you go out and stay all night? Or would you stay home and try to make things right? What would you do now? Yes, if she said, Daddy, I don't love you no more. What would you do now, baby? Won't you tell me? If you packed your clothes and walked out the door, would you go out in the street? Hey, and start a fight with baby one you need? Or would you let it break your heart? Or would you find a girl and try to make a new start? Would you go out in the street and start a fight with everyone you meet? Or would you let it break your heart? Or would you find a girl and try to make a new start? What would you do now? Yeah, if you said, Daddy, I don't love you no more. What would you do now, baby? Won't you tell me? If you packed your clothes and walked out the door, what would you do now? Yeah. What would you do now, baby? Would you do me? I gotta know now. I gotta know now. Come on, tell me. I gotta know now. Come on, tell me. I gotta know now. Come on, baby. I gotta know now.
Sounds of 1966 here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, the Precisions. The Precisions on the Wild record label. I think I bought that from Fred Bond. It was in probably a gold mine auction. Was buying records from Fred when he used to list in gold mine. But that's the Precisions there. What Would You Do is the name of the tune. What would you be doing if Johnny G was not on the radio right now or on the internet right now? You'd be like in bed maybe or relaxing on your sofa. But you can relax on your sofa. You could watch Johnny G on your iTV if you have one, or on your tablet, which I think Tom Shaughnessy is watching Johnny G on. But anyway, let's continue here. And I finally found this request for UK listener Tony Crosby. I played the wrong record for him last week. I felt horrible that I did that, but and that prompted me to email Tony late last night. I was going to bed, but I emailed Tony, and then he said, Johnny, can you play the Jimmy Breedlove record? And I was there, and I said, let me get it, and I got it, and I played it for him. But here we're going to fill his request from last week as we go back to London, England, as this gal, she was a member of a group called the Springfields. Hard to realize that she was singing folk music on the Philips record label because she has a very soulful sounding voice. She does when she went solo. But she went solo in 1963, and I love especially the early Dusty singles. I watch her all the time doing Stay a While on American Bandstand because my aunt had that 45. I like it. But I like this one too. She had 15 releases on the Philips label through 1968, and this is the A-side to her 10th release, written by Ben Weissman and Clive Westlake. It's arranged by Wally Stott. This charted number 20 on Billboard, number 2 on WKBK, in Keene, New Hampshire. We go to August of 1966 by request for Tony Crosby in the UK, Miss Dusty Springfield on the Phillips label. It's called All I See Is You for Tony.
Tried so hard all summer through not to think too much of you, but the more I try, the more I find I just can't leave the past behind. Times that are happy are times that are few, and once I was happy when I had you. The days are come and gone since you were here. Nights are twice as long without you near. So clear, no matter where I am or what I do, my darling, all I see is you. You're there in every dream I ever dreamed, there at every place I've ever been. Every day I find you're in my heart. On my mind, I close my eyes, but I'm not blind. I see you still. And when I throw my arms out wide, I find that you're not by my side. But one thing is for sure, until I do, all I see is you. Every day I find you're in my heart and on my mind. I close my eyes, but I'm not blind. I see you still. I'll live again till I'm with you. Oh, darling, I won't love again unless it's with you. So until one day when you are back with me to stay in every way, all I see
That's the great sound of Dusty Springfield. That's going out to Tony Crosby, his favorite record buyer. That's very interesting, Tony. Thanks for that. I like Dusty Springfield, too. I really do. October 1967. That's her 10th release on the Phillips label. I'm sorry. August 66. Dusty Springfield, her 10th release on Phillips. All I See Is You. How about a twin spin for Miss Dusty Springfield? And this is her 13th release on the Phillips label. It's from her LP, Look of Love. Now, this charted number 57 on Cashbox, 49 on Billboard, a big number 7 record if you were tuned into WNIX in Macon, Georgia, or WOHO in Toledo, Ohio. The tune written by Jerry Ragavoy and Mort Schumann, first done, and she has a great rendition too. Susan Barrett, she did it first in August 67. Dusty's came out in October of 1967. This is our twin spin. Dusty Springfield on Phillips, her rendition of the tune, What's It Gonna Be? That completes our twin spin on Miss Dusty Springfield. There you go. That's her 13th release on the Phillips record label, October 67, her rendition of the tune What's It Gonna Be. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. This is one of 3 shows that I do here on YouTube. This one all on Oldies and More Radio. We're broadcasting simultaneously on Oldies and More over the internet, and I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for the 1957 Relic Record Countdown as voted by collectors, and of course the big show Saturday night at 9 p.m. as I take your requests for the 50s and early 60s edition. So if you have requests for any of the 2 shows, I haven't been taking requests for the Thursday show yet, but you can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I haven't answered a bunch of emails that I received when I was preparing for this show tonight, so I will answer back. Got some emails from Australia. Thank you all for your emails and your correspondence as we continue here. And I just added this to the collection here, this record. I knew nothing about it, as I'm guessing this singer is out of Atlanta, Georgia. First recording for the Esco label. Now, the Esco label, it looks like it's a subsidiary of Bill Lowry's NRC record label, and I'm guessing that because of the special print that I'm not playing that Esco record, but I just looked at a picture on 45 Cat, and it just looks like those NRC print, that NRC print, and some other labels. That Scotty, I think, is another label I think that he owned. They're out of Atlanta. You can tell the print, but that first record would get picked up by Imperial Records, and it wasn't until 1964 that this singer by the name of Frankie Redmond would have his next release, which came out on Bill Lowry's Lowry record label, and that's the label that I'm playing here. This is his first of 2, written by a well-known songwriter, Joe South, who also recorded for Lowry's NRC label. Of course, wrote some great songs during his career, but he wrote this song, and he wrote actually his first song with this singer. Now, I just added this, as I mentioned, and I didn't even know how to date it, but there is a date stamp on here of December 11, 1964. It's on the Lowry record label. It's Frankie Redmond and the Channings, Channings, and the song is called No Man is an Island.
Every time I tell myself I don't need you, and that life would be so much better for me if we were through. Oh, then I stop and realize what a shell of a man I need. Oh, pity me if I lost you. Oh, no man is an island. Everybody tell me, they tell me that your love's not true, and they say someday you will go your way and leave me blue. They say a man can stand up all alone, but I know they're wrong. I've just got to belong to someone. Oh, no man is an island. No, 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 no. It takes all kinds to make up a world, for everyone to each his own. But now I can't build a wall around my heart. I can't live my life all alone. Everybody tells me, they tell me that your love's not true, and they say someday you will go your way and leave me blue. They say a man can stand up all alone, but I know they're wrong. I've just got to belong to someone. up along. Got to belong.
There you go. But probably a first time you're hearing that here on the program there. Not a common record at all. December 64, Frankie Redmond and the Channings is the name of the group. It's on Bill Lowry's Lowry label from 1964. No Man is an Island. That was in the box. It just looked interesting, and I purchased it. I did. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let's continue here. Fill a request for listener Warren Russell. Greg Zurich, he sold me this 45 many, many years ago. It's not in the greatest shape, but he told me back then it was a rare 45. I have played it. I haven't played it since 2009, according to the database. And again, what's going to catch your eye on a record like this is that it's arranged and conducted by Tico Wilshire. I will always buy 45s that have him on the label. And the tune is written by Bob Roth, and it's with the Sam Pruitt Orchestra. Now, Sam Pruitt, he owned this clown record label out of New York City. And the singer, someone by the name of Anthony, I don't think either Charlene, was that on a website or whatever? I don't know who Anthony is, but either way, it's from 1963. It's by request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. The group is called The Paddles, Paddles, The Paddles on the Clown label. It's called You're My Love, The Paddles for Warren.
Too far and
There you go. That's the sound of the Paddles. The Paddles from 1963. That's on the Clown record label out of New York City. Song entitled You're My Love. Very rare 45. It has that certain beat to it. And, Greg was really, he knew a lot of records I didn't know. And I became educated through Greg, who is, of course, no longer with us. But he will always be here because I got so many records that he sold me in my collection over the years as a young collector. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show. We fill a request for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room, and he wanted to hear both sides of this 45 by a group called the Willows. You know, we recently lost the lead singer of the Willows, Tony Middleton, or one of the many lead singers of the Willows. And not only that, but Frank Gingaro, he is one of the two hosts, both him and Gordon Skagberg, both are the host of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade, and it's on WHRU 88.7 FM, broadcasting live on Sundays out of Hofstra University, and that's at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And they're going to be on for 3 hours this coming Sunday, and the last hour between 5 to 6, which is normally the jukebox hour that they play, where Frank plays records consecutively there, like kind of like a jukebox playing records, but they're going to do a special tribute to the late Tony Middleton of the Willows. So you want to check that out if you're a Willows fan. And but they're on beginning at 3 o'clock Eastern Time on WRHU 88.7 or on the internet. You can listen to them on the internet. There is a stream player there at WRHU.org. WRHU.org. You can check them out as Frank sends Johnny G requests. Not only does he like vocal group harmony, but he also is a big soul fan. And of course, he sent me requests for tonight. This is one of them. And we're going to play both sides of this Willows 45. It's actually a late release by them because this came out in December of 1964. They had 2 releases on this Heidi record label out of New York City, and it's arranged and conducted by Bert Keys. Now, the lead singer on this is not Tony Middleton. I forget when he left the group, but the lead singer on this is Richard Davis, and they became more soulful sounding, but still with like kind of a transitional sound. So we're going to send this one out to Frank Gingaro, December 64. Up first, a song called Such a Night, which was originally done by Clyde McPhatter and the Drifters back in 1954, a tune written by Lincoln Chase. This also produced by Bert Keys and Tom Dowd. This is from December 64 for Frank, the Willows on Heidi, their rendition of the tune Such a Night. you go. That one there for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. And the Willows version of Such a Night, lead singer on there, his name is Richard Davis, also doing lead on the flip side here. So let's flip the 45 over because both sides of this record are excellent, in my opinion. So here we go with the flip side, December 1964, the second of two for the Willows on the Heidi label. The song is called Sit by the Fire for Frank in our YouTube chat room.
My, oh, now when the weather's cold, you got no place to go. Sit by the fire when you look into night and all is white. Sit by the fire, curl up with your loved one, for it can be a lot of fun too. Sit by the fire, roll your weenies and popcorn on the open fire. Watch the flame make shadows on the wall. Imagine anything your little heart desire. Now when it's cold and wet, turn on your TV set. Sit by the fire when you need solitude and don't know what to do. Sit by the fire, as strange as it seemed to you. Out of the blue, dreams do come true when you sit by the fire. My, 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 my. It's cold and wet on your TV set. Sit by the fire when you need solitude, don't know what to do. Sit by the fire, as strange as it seemed to you. Out of the blue, dreams do come true when you sit by the fire. Oh, when you sit by the fire. I know when you sit by the fire.
As going out to Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. That was the side. It was interesting here. I'm looking on Ferdy's disco file, and interesting thing what it says. That's their second release on the Heidi label. Now, the other... So they had 4 songs they recorded for a Heidi. The flip side that we heard, and the first 2 recorded on August 13th of 64. This was done in December 7th of 64. Now, this group included Richard Davis. He was the lead singer. The other members, Freddie Donovan, he was with the group for a while. Gal was in this group, Dorothy Martin, Joseph Martin, and Ralph Martin. That's what this group was at the time of this recording back in 1964. But to tune in on Sunday for the R&B Serenade at 3 o'clock, beginning at 3 o'clock, but the the Tony Middleton special will be on from 5 to 6. It's in the third hour, as both Gordon takes an hour and then Frank takes an hour, and then they'll do the special there, and that's on WRHU 88.7, or it's WRHU.org on the internet, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's continue here with the request, this time for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, as he requested James Brown, and is it his or the? And the Famous Flames on this King release. And Mark asked if this was the Roy Drewski song. Well, this song was adapted from that Roy Drewski country song that came out in 1960 on the Decca label. And believe it or not, this was a big #1 record on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland. Let's go to November of 1962. This is by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, James Brown and the Famous Flames on the King label, Sid Nathan's King Records. It's called 3 Hearts in a Tango for Edmund.
Broken in two. If I should show either one of these hearts, then the other heart I'll soon break now. And if I should leave, then I will suffer, yeah. And whose heart will pay for my mistake? Oh, 3 hearts in a tango. People go dancing by, and I'm trying to reach the city, yeah. And I'm afraid I want to do what's right. Oh, I keep on singing. One heart. I want you to tell me about the other heart. Well, yeah. And it's a family addiction, yeah. I believe, no. Sing a little bit louder. Tell me about the other heart. And if yeah. Someone that will know. I can't believe what you said now. What will be the future, baby? Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. And then 3.
There you go, from November 1962. That's James Brown and the Famous Flames, and kind of his rendition of that country song by Roy Drewski from 1960. 3 Hearts in a Tangle is the name of the tune. Johnny G and Not in a Tangle tonight. I don't think I messed up a little bit. No, I have not. I've been pretty good. The leg's holding up too, as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Tom Shaughnessy as we head to Chicago, Illinois. The debut single for this group First came out on the Bashy record label. It would be picked up by Daycar. I have both copies of this. It was just which one was I going to find first, and I found the Daycar record first. As this group, they consisted of Eugene Smiley Sr., Ray Foreman, Wilbur Taylor, and Darrell Prinrice. Collectively, they were known as the Visitors, and this one originally came out in November of 1968. It's their first of two on the Daycar record label. It charted number 35 on WVON in Chicago. Let's go to November of 1968. This is going out to Tom Shaughnessy in Florida. These are the Visitors on the Daycar label. It's called Until You Came Along, for Tom. They're liking that one there in the YouTube chat room as requested by listener Tom Shaughnessy. November 68, The Visitors, featured it on the Daycar label. Also came out on Bashy originally. Song entitled Until You Came Along. Johnny G's along here for a Wednesday evening right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. Again, if you're new to the program, picked up some listeners tonight. Thank you all. Tell your friends about it. We do 3 shows here on YouTube, and we do one tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 till 3:30. We're continuing with the countdown of 1957. Some great records coming in that survey. And then I'll be here Saturday night to play all your requests, and I play them by year, chronologically. Not here, though, on the 60s show. Let's continue. And this gal from Philadelphia, she was the lead singer of the 1950s vocal group The Sensations. I recorded for the Atco record label. She was single when she was recording first with the sensation. Her name Yvonne Mills, but she married and became Ivon Baker, and she dropped out of the music scene for a while. And then I think they convinced her to come back in 1962, and she resurrected her career with the Sensations, and but under her married name. She was known as Ivon Baker at the time. Of course, she had a hit with a song called Let Me In. That would be her biggest hit, and she had releases that followed with her group The Sensations on Junior. But she had 4 solo releases, all on different labels: Junior Records, Jamie Records, Modern Records, and this label, Parkway Records. And I think this is a pricey record, although when Spence sold it to me, Spence Wooten sold me this 45, I think he charged me either $4.25 or $4.75 for the record. It's up there, I think, in pricey, much more, like 3 times maybe, I don't know, but it's from March 67, Ivon Baker on the Parkway label. It's called You Didn't Say a Word. don't know. It definitely sounds like the theme of a James, there is that little riff there for the theme of the James Bond movie. But when did those movies come out? Like 66. This came out in March of 67. Ivon Baker there on the Parkway record label, a very pricey record for you collectors out there. You Didn't Say a Word. Johnny G says a lot of words. Yes, I do. Sometimes I babble too much, but let's continue here. And we feel a request for Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room, as this group originally from Mississippi, but they relocated to Los Angeles, California. They were a trio of brothers. They were Robert, Walter, and Mike Kirkland, and I should say this song that Evan requested first came out on the Byron, B-Y-R-A-N. It was Robert Kirkland's Byron record label out of Los Angeles, California. Then it was released, would be picked up by Sid Talmadge's Highland label. It became the group's first of 4 on the Highland label, written and produced by group member Robert Kirkland. Again, it features Mike Kirkland on lead. This charted number 5 on KGFJ in Los Angeles, California. If you were listening from November 65, this is going out to Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. Mike and the Sensations. It's called Victim of Circumstance on the Highland record label.
Realize it's a dream that could never ever be. I'm a victim of a perfectly executed plan. Yes, I'm a victim of circumstance. Tra-la-la, victim of circumstance. I'd like to tell you just how I feel, and that being alone with you gives me such a wonderful thrill. I'll tell you I love you just as soon as I can. But right now I'm the victim of circumstance. I need your love, but I can't take it from you. I can't let you have anything to do with me. But if you take a little time, I'll make you mine. I'm the victim of circumstance. Yes, I'm the victim of circumstance.
That's from November 1965. That's going out to Evan Blatt, the sound of Mike and the Sensations on the Highland record label out of Los Angeles, California. Victim of Circumstance. Johnny G's not your victim of circumstance. Not tonight, I'm not. But of course, this group had other releases on the Review record label. I have featured them here on the program. Let's continue here. Fill a request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room as we go to the New York City Groove record label, a subsidiary of RCA, as this group had 2 releases on the Groove record label. This is their second that Warren requested. Now, the group is called The Channels. Now, even though Earl Lewis was not singing on this record, he wrote the tune along with the other original member of the group, Lawrence Hamden. Lawrence Hamden was the other original member and the only original member in this group of Channels. And let's see, the other members were Eugene, Alex Williams, and Tony Williams. And Earl Lewis wrote this tune and co-wrote this tune. It's arranged by Bert Keys. It's from February 65. Going out to Warren Russell. The Channels on Groove. It's called You Can Count on Me for Warren. Getting caught here. Yes, I am. There you go. That's going out to Warren Russell there. Great sound of the Channels, minus Earl Lewis, although he co-wrote that tune. February 1965. It's on Groove Records. You Can Count on Me is the name of the tune. I think I bought that from Doug Hanners on a set sale list. He used to send me his list in advance, by the way. But, you know, I mean, not that I would buy 4 records on it, but I would always spend somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000 on the list at the time. You know, I had that as disposable income to spend on records. Of course, if I had all the obligations that a lot of my fellow collectors had, then it would be very difficult to spend that much on records. But when you have a disposable income that you can devote to your hobby, then you can do that. But it's not always easy, and record collecting can be expensive for certain items. That is for sure, and I'm telling you firsthand too, by the way. Let's continue here. Let's fill a request here for Jim Lampley in Texas. I found this record by chance. I was going crazy looking for Adrian Viterbo's release. He requested a great record by Little Esther Phillips on the Lennox label. I was looking for it, and I couldn't find it. I had Charlene on the phone, and I was looking for the request for Warren on the, I said, I have the Barbara Lynn record. And in the meantime, I couldn't find this record by Betty Levette, and lo and behold, they were in a place I would have never looked. I said, I couldn't have put them there, but there they were. They were there, but they had to be clean. But anyway, this gal from Muskegon, Michigan, her real name is Betty Jo Haskins, but she recorded as Betty Levette, first recording for Atlantic Records. She had 2 releases for the Atlantic label. Then she signed with Robert West's Lupine Records out of Detroit. And this is the song that Jim Lampley requested. This is from June 64. Betty Levette on the Lupine label. It's not in the greatest shape, but it's called You Killed the Love. Betty Levette for Jim Lampley. That's early Betty Levette by request for Jim Lampley in Texas. It's on Robert West Lupine Records. Couple of pops in there from 1964, June 64, out of Detroit. Betty Levette with You Killed the Love. Let's continue here. Let's go to Charlotte, North Carolina for this next 45. This group first recorded back in 1960 for the Rita record label. And then their second release came out on the Zebra label in 61. Then in 64 with a release on the Dominant label, which brings us to their 1967 release, which was recorded at the Bradley Studio in Nashville, Tennessee, written by group member Tom Pyler. This would eventually get picked up by Scepter Records, but I have it on the original label, Summertime Sounds. I think, Warren, you sold me this many, many years ago. I think so. It features Tom Black on lead. This charted number 15 on WGEM in Quincy, Illinois. If you were tuned in, let's go to February 1967. These are the Catalinas on the original label, Summertime Sounds. It's called You Haven't the Right, the Catalinas. There you go. Those are the Catalinas. The Catalinas, Tom Black, the lead singer, February 67. I featured it on the original label, Summertime Sounds. Summertime Sound label. You might own it on the Scepter label. You Haven't the Right. Johnny G's got the right to play my records here. YouTube does not have the right to shut me down. And that's free speech, free record playing. That's what I say. But let's see if the copyright police come out on this next record. Now, I know many of you out there are familiar with this group, originally from Garfield, New Jersey. They had big hits for the Atlantic record label. Felix Cavaliere, he was the lead singer of the group, and I think both Felix and Eddie Brigatti wrote this tune. But the interesting thing when I saw this, and I only paid $1 for the record, and I collected the Atlantic label. So of course you know the song Groovin', but do you know it in Spanish? So how many of you out there in both YouTube and also in the Oldies and More chat room understand Spanish, or at least could understand it. And I could understand Italian, but I can't speak it that well. And I know some Spanish, but this song is in Spanish, and it's from July of '67, and it's the Young Rascals singing in Spanish on the Atlantic label. This is Groovin', the Spanish edition.
Cada día así, contigo, muy cerca de mí. Tú serás mi amor de seguida, un mundo para dos, tú eres mi vida. No hay nada más que me gustaría que groove en una grande calle, haciendo, no importa qué. Hay muchas cosas que haremos y mucha gente que encontraremos. Toda la vida nosotros seremos groove, cada día así, contigo, muy cerca de mí. Oh, 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 oh. Los días serán todos deleitosos, porque tenemos corazones amorosos. Todo eso será para nosotros, vida de fantasía para ti, mi querida mujer. Cada día así, contigo, muy cerca de mí.
Those are the Young Rascals from July '67. Their big hit, Groovin'. It done in Spanish. I guess, Lance, not as smooth because trying to convert that, you might have to change the words a little bit, especially speaking in the language, to make it kind of be more smooth. So maybe if they were trying to say this, and I didn't know what they were saying. I know some of you in the chat room, you knew what they were doing, but that's on the Atlantic record label. That is a cut. That is a regular Atlantic number, probably to the backing music, of course. As the copyright police, they have put their head out now, and let's see, maybe they're going to give me problem with this record too, because I love this song. This gal, originally from St. Louis, Missouri, but she moved to Chicago in 1964. Now, her initial release came out on Sam Cooke's SAR record label in 1962, a song called Hard Times. I don't think I have that one. I don't have that one, I think. But then she signed with Leonard Chess's Chess record label, and her biggest hit was her first release on the Chess record label. Her first was her first of 7. This was number 11 on Billboard, on the Billboard charts, and also on the Billboard R&B chart. Number 4 on Cashbox, number 1 on WEBB in Baltimore, Maryland, and also WVON in Chicago. Let's go to July of 1964 for Jackie Ross. Jackie Ross on the Chess record label, and her tune called Selfish One.
Say
sits on a shelf. Oh, it seems like you built a fence around your heart and afraid that sharing might tear it apart, and you pass up every chance that could start a romance. Selfish one, why keep your love in store? Oh yeah, you think it's still that will keep forevermore. It still wears out you, whether an age and a heart could break down in a lonely stage. You better let your heart find a mate before it's too late. You let so much time pass by, and I find myself still giving you the eye. Then you must have realized, 'cause much to my surprise, you're making eyes at me. Is it really you? Now, selfish one, you're walking me to my door. Oh yeah, selfish one, you never did this before. Oh no, without a chance to resist, your lips met mine. You're beginning to let your love light shine, and I can see that you really are a ball, and you're not selfish at all. No, not at all. The way you hold me, oh yeah, the way you squeeze me. No, you're not selfish. No, no, no. You're not selfish at all. Not at all. The way you touch me, don't you know that I like the way you hold me?
That's the great sound of Jackie Ross. Jackie Ross, that's her first release on the Chess record label Selfish One, July 1964. That would be her biggest hit. Now, Copyright Police are out again. They're at it again. But we're going to do an instant request for Bobo in our YouTube chat room. I'm going to flip the 45 over, and she likes the flip side of the 45. I know I've heard it before, but I didn't test it out today. But we're going to play it for Bobo in our chat room. Okay, we're going to flip over Selfish One by Jackie Ross from July 64 on the Chess label. You get this tune. It's called Everything But Love. This is for Bobo in our YouTube chat room.
I want someone to yell out and call me
Instant requests here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there for Bobo in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Jackie Ross. That's the flip side of Selfish One from July 64, her first release. The flip side there, Everything But Love is the name of the tune. That is a great B-side. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you dig what Johnny G is doing, and also click the bell and receive all notifications when Johnny G goes live. You'll get an email. You just click it. It'll take you right to the program. We're also here on Oldies and More Radio, simultaneously broadcasting there as this next singer. How many people that collect 1950s records know of a singer by the name of Davy Jones? Recorded on a number of labels, Apt Records. I have him on Apt and Chart, also on Argo and Glades. It's like the late 1950s. And but in the 1960s, he was no longer known as Davy Jones. He changed his name to Dizzy Jones. And he had 2 releases on the Blue Rock record label. This is his second. This is a song he wrote together with Ted Wright, which was an alias for James Brown, as this is a James Brown production, and James Brown also produced it. It's from May of 65. Let's give a listen to Dizzy Jones, a.k.a. Davy Jones, on the Blue Rock record label. It's called Let Me Talk to You, Dizzy Jones.
Let me talk to you, and try to explain. Darling, my love still remains. So let me talk to you, my little darling, my love. It will never change. I've got to talk to you. I've got to make you understand, darling. I'm your one and only man. Like all young, we never listen none. Oh, let me talk to you. I've got to talk to you. I've got to make you understand that, darling, I'm still your man. Let me talk to you, yeah, darling, my love still remains. I wanna talk to you.
So I don't know, maybe that's like a cross between Little Willie John and James Ray, maybe, but no, that's Dizzy Jones, a.k.a. Davy Jones, May 1965. That's his second release on the Blue Rock record label. Let Me Talk to You is the name of the tune. Johnny G's always talking to you, the Vinyl Treasure Show listeners. Sometimes I talk too much. Didn't Joe Jones do a record called I Talk Too Much? But let's continue here. Let's fill a request for L. Lance in our YouTube chat room as we go to Akron, Ohio. For this group, they had 14 releases on the Cap record label. Their biggest hit was a song called Our Day Will Come. I played a record by them last week. What was it? Charlene, as I draw a blank here, but the lead singer, her name is Ruby Nash. This is their group's 12th release on the Cap record label. Produced by Clyde Otis, arranged by Bert Keys. This charted number 120. It bubbled under on the Billboard Hot 100, was a big number 16 on WBEE in Chicago, Illinois. This is going out to L. Lance in our YouTube chat room. June 66, Ruby and the Romantics. It's called We Can Make It for Lance. That's the great sound of Ruby and the Romantics. That's their 12th release on the Cap record label, We Can Make It, from June 1966. That's going out to L. Lance in our YouTube chat room. Let's continue now. And this is a request for listener Adrian Viterbo, listening in Mexico. This group, they're from Rahway, New Jersey. They had this lone release on Leon Hartstone's IPG record label out of New York City. Tune written by Betty Jackson and Jason Brown, and this is arranged by Robert Banks. Now, the lead singer on this goes by the name of Harry Starr, but his real name was Harrison William Pennington, and this is from December of 1963. This is for Adrian in our YouTube chat room. Harry and the Kavas. What is a Kava? Harry and the Kavas on the IPG record label. If This Is Goodbye is the name of the tune. This is for Adrian.
Cause if you leave me, baby, my heart will follow you. If this is goodbye, the last time I'll see your face, don't you know the love we've shared, friendship just can't replace. If this is goodbye, pretty baby, and this kiss, our very last. Won't you tell me? I just gotta know how to erase the past. If this is goodbye and you leave me here alone,
There you go. That's going out to Adrian in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Harry and the Kavas from December 63. If This Is Goodbye is the name of the tune. Let's flip the 45 over, because Adrian also requested the flip side of this, and Mark mentioned it. He has a release on End as Harry Starr. I wonder if I have that record. I have to check. But let's flip it over here, because I think the flip side is a nice ballad here as we line it up on the turntable. There you go. So let's do an instant flip side here, although Adrian did request a flip side. December 63, Harry and the Kavas, the flip of If This Is Goodbye on IPG. The song is called Tears for Adrian.
Come on, baby, dry my tears. Tears, ooh, ooh.
Tears, I keep counting tears. Every minute, every hour, it seems like years since you've been gone. You know I keep counting tears. My tears that fall like rain. Yeah. Each time one falls, oh, it brings me pain. Even through a storm, I have to count them just the same. Lonely days and nights, you always miss. Tears on my pillow, suffering lips that need your kiss. Pretty baby, come home. Erase my doubts and fears. Gonna make you happy, yeah, yeah, for the rest of your years. So think it over, baby, and I can stop counting tears. Come on, baby, let me stop these tears. Yeah, yeah, I've been counting them down. I gotta stop my tears. I gotta stop my tears.
That's a twin spin, A and B side there for Harry and the Kavas. That one there on the IPG record label from December 63. Tears is the B side. If This Is Goodbye is the A side. Almost time for goodbye. We're not going to do a lot of OT here, as Johnny G is beat today. Got a show tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the afternoon from the 1957 Relic Survey. We continue with that countdown. Let's go to Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label. I don't know where these gals are from. I'm guessing they're from New York. They're called the Emeralds. This is their first of two on the Jubilee record label, written by Steve Dubois from March 64. Let's give a listen to the Emeralds. It's called Wanna Make Him Mine. The Emeralds on Jubilee.
It's unbelievable when he kisses me. Just how wonderful and what I believe. And when he walks me up, he's so sweet and kind. I don't wanna go in, I wanna stay with him. I wanna make him mine. I wanna make him mine. I wanna make him mine.
They're called the Emeralds. The Emeralds from March 64. That's their first of two on the Jubilee record label. I Wanna Make Him Mine is the name of the tune. As we continue here, the All 60s edition, got a touch of the 70s, although this record does not sound like it came out in March of 1971. This group is out of Columbus, Ohio. They had two releases on Bill Moss's Capsule label, which is out of Columbus, Ohio, also is a local label, and this is their first release. Now the group is Johnson, Hawkins, Tatum, and Dunn, and Virgil Johnson, he is the lead singer. Now Hawkins is a mistake for Al Dawson, and it's Willie Tatum and Norris Dunn. So let's go to March of 1971. This is on the Capsule label. They're called Johnson, Hawkins, Tatum, and Dunn, and the song is called You Can't Blame Me.
When you find the girl you love has gone, you ask yourself why life must go on. You beg the Lord about send someone, but deep inside you pray, oh, he'll bring her back someday. Till you see her face upon the wall, you wonder if they can know. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Your dream has been taken, and you're not mistaken. Oh, dreaming they come back when life seems oh so sweet. You thought that love was true, and it was all so complete. Walking down a lonely street in town, you wonder why in life oh love can be found. Till you see her face upon the wall, you wonder if you can know all it all. Yeah, baby, your dream has been taken, and you're not mistaken. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Now it's up to you how to live on. Inside yourself you search to be reborn. The other side of love, now you see. You can only blame yourself. Oh, girl, you can't blame me. No, baby, no, you can't blame me. For the wrong that I've done. No,
Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. That's Johnson, Hawkins, Tatum and Dure, yes, Rob, sounds like a law firm. It's March 71. That's their first release on the Capsule record label. You Can't Blame Me is the name of the tune. Let's fill a request for Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room as we go back to Harlem, New York. This is Joe Batan. Joe Batan, first recorded for the Fania record label. I had a request from Edmund for his first release on the Fania label, which I don't have, unfortunately. And that was in 1967. Then he recorded for the Uptight record label. This is his third of 7 on the Uptight label. A song originally done by Tommy James and the Shondells. And this was a number 6 record if you were listening on WWRL here in New York City from June of 69. Joe Batan on the Uptight label, and his rendition of the tune Crystal Blue Persuasion for Edmund. Cover tunes here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, June 69. Joe Batan with the Tommy James and the Shondells tune Crystal Blue Persuasion. That's on the Uptight record label. Let's stay with the Latin soul sounds here. Up next is 7-piece Latin band out of Brooklyn, New York. They had 4 releases on George Goldner's Cotique record label. This is their first, a tune written by guitarist of the group, Carlos Palban, and wait a minute, Hector Castro. He's the leader, and on piano, and actually lead singer, I should say. I don't know, Charlene, are there two lead singers here? Ray Davis, lead she's got here. It's produced by George Gollner. This was George Gollner's last label that he managed. It's from 1968. They're called the L-A-T, the Lat-Teens, on the Cotique label. The song is called You Are Mine, the Lat-Teens. There you go, some Latin soul there from 1968, the Lat-Teens on the Cotique record label. That's George Gollner's label. You Are Mine is the name of the tune. Let's go to Harlem, New York now for this singer. Started with Music-Core Records back in 1962, had 4 releases on the label, and then he had one on Aurora, which brings us to his next release, which came out on Burt Burns' Shout label. The song dates back to 1949, written by Haven Gillespie and Beasley Smith. Now, many have recorded this, and this version charted number 31 on WOLF in Syracuse, New York. Let's go to July of 1966. Give a listen to Jimmy Radcliffe on the Shout label, and his rendition of the tune, Lucky Old Son.
Up in the morning, out on the job, work like the devil for my pay, and oh, that lucky, oh, you got nothing house with my woman. Toil for my kids. Sweat till I'm wrinkled and gray. Oh, 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 that lucky. Oh, he ain't got nothing to do but roll, 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 roll around Lord up above, can't you see I'm crying? Tears are in my eyes. Send down that cloud with a silver lining. Why don't you take me, Lord? Take me to paradise. Oh, 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 oh. Show me that river. Take me across and wash all my troubles away. Oh, that lucky soul, he ain't got nothing to do but roll, roll around here. I said he roll, roll around here. Come on, children, I roll around here. Yeah, 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 roll around here.
There you go, from July 1966. Mr. Jimmy Radcliffe on the Shout record label, his rendition of the tune Lucky Old Son. Well, time for Johnny G to make it out of here. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. Again, the hotline to get to me is vinyltreasures@aol.com. That's everything Johnny G. So I have a bunch of emails here. I got like 15 emails that came in during the show that I'm going to have to get to. So thank you all for tuning in this evening. If you missed any of the show, you can go back on YouTube. It should be up instantaneously after I shut down. It's actually there now. You're just not going to get any chat. That usually they're pretty good with the chat on the Thursdays. Comes on, I think, like before, well, maybe just right after my 1 o'clock show, maybe, which is actually pretty good. They've been really good on Saturday nights because that's I've been on, well, I used to be on for 4 hours. I can't do that anymore. My legs, I can't sit down this long. It's not really good. You don't want Johnny G to get a blood clot, God forbid. But anyway, thank you all for being here this evening. I hope you enjoyed the tunes. You know I do. I bop along with the songs. You see me, Tony was making comments on playing the piano and playing the guitar on that Desmond Decker record. That's because I really like it. I liked a lot of the records tonight and many that were requested. So thank you all for that. Again, vinyltreasures.net is the request line. And for any reason, if it doesn't show up, because you don't know what the YouTube police, they're out now. You know, I think I have to be careful. Sometimes the thing I say, they censor what I say. If it's bad, they shut me down. But we're not talking politics or anything. So I don't know what their issue is, but you can go to vinyltreasures.net to listen to the show there. You can stream or download the shows. But thank you all. We picked up a bunch of new listeners tonight. Thank you all. Tell your friends about it. We also are live on Oldies and More Radio. We do that. We're here on Wednesday evenings with that, and I'll be back. Although I don't see how maybe I'll be doing a little bit of overtime on Saturday night. But tomorrow the show is on YouTube, so you're going to have to venture over to YouTube to see the show tomorrow. So that's it, folks. I'm out of here. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. Did an excellent job, as she always does. And we're going to close the show tonight with an artist that I like before he became all country, because I never really listened to his country records, but I did listen to his early stuff. He is originally from Valdosta, Georgia, began recording in 1961, actually got some cool records from the early 60s on Fairlane, and in 65 he's, there's a couple other, Allwood is in, I think he's on Allwood, right Dave? I think so, yeah. And in 66, he signed with Columbia Records, had 16 charted Billboard singles on the national charts. His biggest hit was his first release on the Columbia label called Down in the Boondocks, but 26 releases in all on Columbia through 1971, but this is his third on Columbia. Again, written and produced by Joe South. We heard a Joe South record earlier in the show. This is another one. But also produced by Joe South. This is from his Columbia LP. If you own it, Down in the Boondocks. I don't think I have that LP, and maybe that's a good LP. I don't know. But this charted number 38 on Billboard, 35 on Cashbox, number 11 record on WLKO in Louisville, Kentucky, and also WHOT in Campbell, Ohio. Our closer tonight from April 66, Billy Joe Royal. No, that's the wrong one. Well, Charlene has Heart's Desire here. That's not the right one. It should be I've Got to Be Somebody. That's the one. Heart's Desire is the big northern record that they're looking for. But the closer tonight is I've Got to Be Somebody. Maybe Johnny G is somebody here for a Wednesday evening. I don't know. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long.
Ambition or drive. In fact, I never had anybody that cared if I'm alive. But then one day she came my way, and I heard a voice within me say, don't let her get away, whatever you do. But I never thought that this could be, that she would ever look at me seriously. That's why, oh Lord, I've got to be somebody. I'm down on my knees, begging please, 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 please. I've got to win her love for me. Sidewalks, got along the best I could. Mama worked all day long, and Papa was no good. I'd never asked for much before, but here I am at heaven's door. So help me, please don't let her pass me by, 'cause I would rather die than see her love turn into sympathy for me. That's why, oh Lord, I've got to be somebody. I'm down on my knees, begging please, 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 please. I've got to win her love for me. Got to be somebody. Got to be somebody. So tired of being a nobody.